Well, I'm Jordan Bailey. I'm the full-time recording engineer here at the College of Music at the University of North Texas. I record a lot of recitals, both classical and jazz, spend a lot of time mixing recitals. I work with students for their sessions, recording auditions for festivals, grad school, and then I also spend a lot of time with students mixing their recitals and introducing them to the professional production process. The Recording Services Department, our primary mission is to archive all of the recordings. Any College of Music has to have an archive of the recitals that go on to keep accreditation. We also do the student sessions like I was talking about earlier to help them get auditions and get jobs. For music students, their recital is their final exam. A lot of the students also end up using their recital videos, or just the audio to audition for orchestras or festivals or, grad school. It helps the students because it helps them get jobs in some cases, or at least, get accepted to their chosen school. It helps the School of Music because it helps us keep accreditation. So we have the back archive of everything that we've recorded, every student that we've taught. This room itself was built, I want to say early 80s, a little after this section of the building was built, which I know this building was built in 1979. So the main thing is this is a room within a room, or a floated room. In the floor there's plastic disc that the floor sits on to reduce vibration from any outside vehicles or anything else like that. And then the studs in the wall are set up unevenly to reduce any kind of vibrations getting out or in. That also provides an air pocket to help absorb the sound. This room is set up with uneven geometry, so that prevents direct reflection coming back when we're mixing or tracking. That would cause any kind of phase cancellation. So our speaker system, we have two primary sets of monitors. 4-range system, which is the Bowers and Wilkins, and then the Dyne-Audios that are closer to me, those are our near fields. The Dyne-Audios are a level frequency response, so even from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, they're good for referencing. The Bowers and Wilkins are, I call them just the good speakers. They make everything sound good. They're really nice when you have a student or a professor in here to bounce those to. So in recording a jazz recital, we rely a lot on our Dante network. Dante is an audio over IP protocol. It uses remote controlled preamps, so it works right perfectly on our network, and we can control all of the levels just right back on the internet on our computer. And we can set that rig up in pretty much any room that we can get a fiber connection or an Ethernet connection to. So that allows us to record just about anywhere in the College of Music. My favorite piece of outboard gear that we have is this Avalon channel strip over here. It's a tube channel strip that has a compressor and an EQ. It's stereo, so typically I use it either for piano or drum overheads. So our primary recorder is Logic Pro X. The mixdown process starts with just me. I go through it myself and get everything basically set up, tuned to my taste typically, and I make sure everything is in phase, make sure there's not a lot of noise on any one specific track, and if there is, I remove it. And then the student will come in. Usually it's a lot of turn me up. I want to hear my instrument the most, or I don't want a lot of reverb on my instrument, so I'm up front. Typically I accommodate that, or I try to talk them into, let's get it mixed a little more so it sounds more, not just the guitar show or the saxophone show. It's a mixed song. So my favorite session took place sometime last semester. It was a concert pianist who was recording a video audition for a festival. And when we got done, we were listening back for the mixdown, and she told me that she liked the sound of my recording better than sitting in front of the piano. And to hear something like that from a pianist is just very, very gratifying and just very exciting, honestly, to know that somebody liked my recording that much, especially someone who has played piano for probably their whole life. Recording Services is able to record over 1,000 recitals every year, and that's including streamed concerts in Winspear, big jazz recitals with the extra setup, video recitals that we do in Bertman Hall. We play an integral role in the College of Music, providing that accreditation, providing students with immediate feedback of how they're sounding, and providing the families at home the opportunity to watch their students perform on the stream. And the studio and all of our equipment behind me and our Dante network, our video equipment, helps us accomplish that.